Hello, stamping friends. Welcome. If this is your first time here, I am Terri Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Today, I'm going to be making some birthday cards. I know we all need birthday cards, right? And I'm going to be using the stamp set Art Gallery from the annual catalog. I love this stamp set. It's so fun to use. Let me turn the camera down and let's start making some quick and easy birthday cards. But before I do that, if this is the first time you're here or you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button. I really appreciate that. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please follow me. Somewhere there's a share button. Give me a thumbs up or a like, because it really helps to grow my channel, and I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you. And let me turn the camera down and let's start stamping. And today we're going to be using the Art Gallery, and this is from our annual catalog. We have two-step stamping, which I'm going to be using today. Another floral image, leaves, another flower, and then just kind of like I think kind of like partial bloom. Sentiments are: I miss you, congratulations, happy birthday, good luck, sorry, thank you, best wishes, you are lovely, I'm thinking of you. So I really like this stamp set because you have a lot of different sentiments that you can use with these images, and the images are gorgeous too. So let me show you the card that we're going to make today. This is the card, only we're going to make it in a different color. And this card, I used Tahitian Tide and Daffodil Delight. So today, what you need, the Stylish Shapes dies. I use the largest square. I'm using the Painted Texture embossing folder. So this is the Stylish Shape square we're going to use. Card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, basic white. You'll need cardstock and Parakeet Party, and this is 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to emboss this using the embossing folder. You're going to need basic white 2 1/4 by 4, and then we're using the Designer Series paper for the end colors. And this is the 2022 to 2024 in color 6 by 6, which is in the annual catalog. And you have all the end colors. And then the other side. So you have checked and striped and dots and lines and kind of like flowers. So it's really, really pretty. And I'm using Parakeet Party Designer Series paper, and this is 2 by 4. And you need a scrap of basic white to stamp your images. And I already die cut out the square. So so you need a scrap of white to die cut the square from the Stylish Shapes. Then you do need another Designer Series paper cut at 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/4. This is going to go inside our card. And we're also going to be using some ribbon. This is that crimpled seam binding ribbon. And Parakeet Party blends, light and dark. Okay, let's go ahead and put this in here, and let's go ahead and emboss. And here is our emboss with using that Painted Texture. I'm going to bring in my adhesive, and you can use any adhesive. This is just my choice. which I like to call the green glue. And then I am going to add this Parakeet Party embossed layer to the front of our card. And then I am going to bring in the Designer Series paper and that basic white. And we're going to line that up in the center, hopefully. And then we'll add some more adhesive on the back of the basic white. Now the other card, the first card, I placed a little bit lower, but I'm going to put this in the middle. Kind of go more for the middle of our card. So I'm going to change it up just a little bit. And you're going to need two inks for this card. You're going to need a Coastal Cabana and Parakeet Party. So I am going to use Parakeet Party, and I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on the bottom of our stylish shape square. So I'm going to bring in Happy Birthday, and we'll just ink that up. And place that right at the bottom. There we go. And we are going to stamp our flower in Coastal Cabana. I'm going to lay that aside, and I'm going to bring in our scrap, because we are going to stamp, and then we are going to fussy cut our flower out. I'm going to bring in a little scrap paper here. So I'm going to bring in, we have 2 stamps. And I'm going to start with this stamp first. And I'm going to pick up the Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to stamp full strength. Then I'm going to fill it in with this image. And I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp on. Now you could most certainly start with this image, and you could do full strength. And then you could come back with this and stamp off if you wanted to. I just think it's important that you stamp off on one of these. Otherwise, because this way it gives you a beautiful two-toned flower when you choose to stamp off with one of those images. Then I'm going to grab my scissors. And this is fairly easy to cut around, and I'm just leaving a little bit of an edge of the white, and I'm trying to move the basic white cardstock and not the scissors so much. I did part of that off camera, so you didn't have to watch me cut out the entire flower. Okay, I'm going to lay that aside, and I'm going to bring our scrap paper in. I'm going to bring in our crinkled ribbon. So we are going to cut that edge off, because I think I was using a different color earlier, and there's still a piece left on there. I'm going to start with the light. If I think it's too light, I always have that dark, right? The dark Stampin' Blends. And about 7 inches. So I'm just going to hold this, and then, so what I really like about this crinkled ribbon is that you can use your blends and make it any color that you want to match what you're using. So if we don't have that particular color, then you can just make your own. And I'm turning over on the back. I think this light is just about right. I don't think I need to use the dark. Okay, and let that dry a little bit. And we'll continue to put our card together. So I'm going to bring in our stylish shape square, and we're going to go ahead and pop up our flower with some dimensionals. And I'm going to turn our square over, and we're going to add some dimensionals on the back of that. Put one in each corner and one in the middle. And I'll take the caps off and turn this over, bring our card base back in. And then we're going to center this right in the middle of our card. Take the backings of the dimensionals off and turn that around. And we did color this with Parakeet Party, but I think I want to use the contrasting with the Coastal Cabana. But we do not have Coastal Cabana Stampin' Blends, but we do have Bermuda Bay, and that is going to be close enough. So let's go ahead. I can use that Parakeet Party ribbon. And let's go ahead and bring in the light Bermuda Bay Stampin' Blends. And let's go ahead and color about 7 inches of that. It's really easy to do. But I think I want the same color as the flower, so I'll give it a little more contrast rather than the Parakeet Party. Okay, while that is drying, lay that aside. I'm going to bring our card back in and bring this Designer Series paper, which is 3/4 by 4 1/4. And we're going to open this up, and we're just going to add it right here at the bottom. And evidently I did not cut that right, so let's go ahead and redo that. Okay, so we went 3/4 of an inch. And we went 4 1/4. And perfect. So I'm going to add some adhesive. Don't forget, all of our Designer Series, our pattern paper has 2 sides, so you can always have 2 choices of which you want to use. And sometimes I will make it just a little bit longer. That way I make sure that I have it covered, and then I can just turn it over and slip that off. Looks like I have a dimensional backing. And now we're ready to make a bow, which I have already done. And then we'll just snip that off and work with it to kind of get it like we want. And we can snip it again later. And then I'm going to add a glue dot. And I think I'm going to add it up here on this card. So I'm going to bring my glue dot to my bow. And I'm going to place it right here. And just snip it just a little bit. And then we are going to bring in iridescent pearls. And I'm going to bring that Stampin' Blend back that we used, the light Bermuda Bay. And we are going to go ahead and color those. And bring that a little closer. Use the other tip. So we are going to color the iridescent using our Stampin' Blends. And then I'll bring in, take your pick tool, and we'll pick up. I'm going to place one here, and one there, and I'm going to put one right here. So here we have a quick and easy happy birthday card using Parakeet Party and Costa Cabana. And our Stampin' Blends, though, was the Bermuda Bay. And then our first card that we made, or that I shared with you, that was our sample, I used Tahitian Tide. Which one do you like the best, the Tahitian Tide or the Parakeet Party? I hope you like the birthday cards today, and I'd love to hear which one that you like the best. This is a fun card. You can make it in different colors, and it will look different each time. And so let me know, did you like the Tahitian Tide? Did you like the Parakeet Party? And inside that little extra strip that is left over, we just went ahead and used that inside our cards. So again, great, quick and easy birthday cards, and we always need birthday cards using the Stampin' Up! Art Gallery. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button. Again, I'm Terri Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. Have a great week, and I will see you next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. Bye for now.